Get this baby up in the air. This bike has actually fallen off of this lift before, so let's try not to recreate that. All right, so what we're doing is we're gonna go and slap this master cylinder on. I think the next thing I want to do with this bike is put rear sets on it, or drop sets, or just some kind of change to the foot peg setup. After riding the DRZ a lot, going back onto this, these pegs are high, they're short, there's just no weird spot. I would like to move them down. Picking some brains here and there. Some people are making stuff. I don't really got time to make stuff as of right now. I kind of want to just get something that I can throw on here with like a minimal amount of fabrication. But yeah, but that's in the future. As of right now, we're gonna throw this master on here, and I got the steel braided cable that we're gonna run. It's gonna be quick and easy. All right, let's start by loosely mounting this. Get to kind of where you want it. I like my foot peg. I like my brake pedal in kind of a particular spot, so okay. So with this track or die thing, which I don't make anymore, I have to put this little like a bread tie, like a strong bread tie, and it just keeps this from going too far in, because if it's not, it'll hit the nut. So I think we're gonna do something different. It's been like this for years, but for now, let's get this thing running, and then when we go to switch these two rear sets, I don't have to deal with that no more. So let's just, okay, I know you guys see that sweet crack in my pipe. If anybody, and I mean anybody, has a Vance & Hines SSR2 pipe, I mainly would just like the upswept mid part. I want to put my old muffler back on here. I took my old muffler off and cut up the mid pipe in order to like put those XLCHT bags, the iron head bags on here. It was cool. I really like that bike like this, but I really want my upswept muffler back. All right, that's loosely on. We'll tighten that down later. Now for running this line, I don't love that this thing's just gonna be floating around. So this is gonna wiggle itself this way. I think with this, I'm gonna go over the oil lines and then down. So I think over the oil lines will keep this from hitting the chain. At least better. It'll be better. Alright, let's give it a shot. Oh, I forgot. Wait, I did. Oh yeah. And picked the right one for the job. Bought this from, is it Napa? Not sure where I got it from, but pretty sure it's, damn, why is that on there so tight? What the hell? Head. And these two got, oh, that's wrong. Got all mixed up. You drop this thing once, bro. That's it. Let's do one of these like thing right there. That guy like that, and that guy like that. Just thread that needle. Banjo bolt. Man, for somebody who wants to talk on the internet, I sure can talk. All right, that's good. It's good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna work. Now let's go and run this. This kind of just goes right to it. We're probably gonna do some zip tying and some bolting. This doesn't really have like a bracket. So I'll probably use this for that, and then this for that. All right, we got our crush washers on our banjo bolt. We're gonna go ahead and loosely put that on just so we can kind of set this where we want to set it. This thing's still dusty. Yeah, unfortunately this thing has been sitting since, damn, I want to say it was later, but I'm pretty sure it's been sitting since we had a little New Year's party and we were ripping around in the backyard and it ran out of gas. And where it ran out of gas, I just let it sit there for like 2 or 3 days, and I moved it onto like my patio and I covered it, and I was riding my DRZ a lot. I was riding other bikes, all the other bikes I have in here for sale, and I just neglected her, and you know what happens. You know, I keep coming back to her. she takes me back every time. Find yourself a good woman or motorcycle. Find yourself a good motorcycle. That's good where I want it. That's good. Cool. Mount these. I use the Gremlin wiring kit, so everything's super easy. I don't know if you're probably noticing these wires look a little different. This is from the Gremlin Simple kit, I think it's called, or the, you know, Gremlin wiring makes the best kits I've ever worked with. They're real easy. They plug right in. It is the quickest you'll ever wire your bike. Damn, this thing's like shaking loose. So yeah, so we're gonna mount that, mount this, plug this in, bleed the brakes. All right, now let's just plug that in this whole thing. Let's peel this back. What's so funny? I don't know. It's a little funny. That still works. Let's hope this thing even works. Alright, now everything's where it needs to be. Let's go ahead and throw some Loctite on here. Good. Well, let's hope this thing's not destroyed and nasty looking. Just kind of work backwards, but you know, maybe we should have checked that before we threw it on. Not great, not bad. Clean it out easily though. Get a little carb cleaner going. It's not too bad. Some .5 and start pumping. Yeah. I've been using the same nasty hose and bottle for I don't know how long. I mean, at least 5 years. It's crazy it hasn't rotted through yet. Kind of wild. Here's my setup. Let's do it. Time to bust out the Seagrow weapon. This thing is great. Really speeds up the process. Let up. Let's clean off this rubber part and slap it back on. Nice and clean. More inside out. Now, well, even though I ran out of gas and it was sitting, doesn't mean this is gonna be clean. When I know this thing's gonna be sitting, I take off the little drain nut on the bottom of the Makuni and I just make sure there's nothing in there. Let me just make sure no water made itself in here, you know, just kinda a little dusty, definitely dusty, so. All right, she's all together. It's, you know, fairly clean. We just need one thing. Let's go. Never mind. It's like 10-15 minutes from my house, right? That's how local it was. I would say the next closest dirt spot would be, honestly, 2 hours away now. It's a bummer because I really like this bike. I do not want to get rid of it. I'm probably going to hold on to it because like I take trips and stuff with my buddies. We go up north with it a lot, like every so often. Not as much as I would like to, unfortunately. Getting, everybody I just got this thought. It probably wouldn't be a terrible idea just to get like an SM kit for it. And just turn it into the SM, just get the do like the cheap way, just get the forks and the wheels, like don't change the swing arm. I feel like that'd be like, I don't really feel like that's not necessary. I bet I can pick up a front end and some wheels for like a reasonable price and just hold on to these. Not a bad idea. Oh, it's hot. Alright, she's stacked, let's go. So now what I like to do is if this thing starts to sit for a little bit too long before just cranking it right up, because I know it'll crank right up, I like to take the spark plugs and crank it a bit. Just let the starter pump some oil through the motor before it actually fires up. I'm not entirely sure where I heard to do this. I don't even know if this is like a standard procedure. Oh, it doesn't look good. So yeah, we're gonna probably change the spark plugs too while we're at it. But yeah, so I like to pull the spark plugs and I'll just let the starter spin the motor a couple times just to get oil flowing through it, and then I'll start it. So I guess it's not as dry when you start it. Who knows? That should do it. We're gonna put these old plugs back in. These things are pretty beat, man. I don't even know why I think I got these for free. I think they were like in a box of parts and they were new. I was like, oh, I'll just throw them in my bike. I'm not sure if these are any better or any worse, but they don't look great. I don't think I have any plugs right now. So for now, they're just going back in. Bike will run just fine. All right. Let's go throw some fuel in this thing and see what happens.